Hello and welcome back for another video. In this one, I'll be breaking down the top 7 NBA players under the age of 25. The NBA is oozing with young talent, and narrowing the list down to 7 was quite a challenge, so I added an honorable mention at the end. Stay tuned until the end to see if you agree or disagree with my top 7, and feel free to comment down below what you would change. And without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is the man, the myth, the legend, Luka Doncic. Luka is only 23, yet has already made the All-NBA first team 3 times, a feat only accomplished by Tim Duncan and Kevin Durant. And if nothing changes, Luka will be earning his 4th in a row this year. Luka is currently averaging a league-leading 34 points to go along with 9 rebounds and 9 assists, while carrying the Mavs on his back to the 4th seed in the West with a 23-19 record at the moment. Additionally, Luka was able to carry the Mavs to the Western Conference Finals last season, ultimately losing to the Golden State Warriors, who ended up winning the championship. Let's see what the Slovenian sensation can do in this year's playoffs. Number 2 is Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum has had the spotlight on him since his rookie year when the Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2018 versus the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. The Celtics and Cavs battled, but the Cavs ultimately came out victorious, winning in Game 7 to move on to the NBA Finals. Since Tatum's rookie year, he has steadily improved each season, with this season being his best currently, averaging 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, with a team record of 29-12 sitting at the 1 seed. Tatum turns 25 in March, but if he were to win the Finals MVP this year, he will be just the 12th player in NBA history to win it, being 25 years or younger. Number 3 is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai was drafted by the Clippers and started his career out in LA. He had a solid rookie year, averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, but ultimately got traded to OKC for Paul George later that summer. Fast forward just 3 years, and I don't know how many people would have predicted that Shai today would be a 31 point per game scorer at the age of 24. But that is indeed the reality of today. Shai is currently averaging 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, with the Thunder sitting in the 13th seed in the West. The sky is the limit for Shai, and it's scary just thinking about what he'll be doing in another 3 years. Number 4 is Ja Morant, leader of the Memphis Grizzlies at the age of 23. Ja has quickly become the most exciting player in the league, with jaw-dropping plays every night, while winning at a high rate as the Grizzlies are tied with the 1 seed in the West at the moment. Ja is currently averaging 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists, and he deserves to be in the MVP conversation this season. The Grizzlies are a legit threat in the playoffs this year, and if you ask them, they probably plan to make the Western Conference Finals. We'll see if they can do it. Now, let's move on. Number 5 is Zion Williamson. Zion has had trouble staying on the court through his first 3 years in the league, but when he is on the court, Zion plays at an all-NBA level and looks pretty much unstoppable on offense, shooting 61% from the floor for his career. Zion has looked healthy and has been playing great all year, but unfortunately, he recently hurt his hamstring and will miss a couple of weeks. Hopefully, the rest of the Pelicans can hold down the fort as they sit in the 3 seed in the West with a 25-16 record. Zion should earn his 2nd All-Star selection this year and can potentially make an All-NBA team as well. Number 6 is Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards may be one of the younger players on this list, but his talent sure isn't lacking. Edwards is only 21, but has quickly become the Wolves' best player, but unfortunately, that hasn't exactly resulted in wins thus far. The Wolves are currently 20-21, sitting at the 9th seed in the West. It's been a pretty disappointing season for the Wolves as they went all in acquiring Rudy Gobert for 5 first-round picks and probably planned on being a top 6 seed comfortably in the playoffs right now. Well, that hasn't been the case. Regardless, Edwards has continued to grow and perform even better with his star teammate Karl Anthony Towns out. Edwards has a chance at being a top 10 player in the NBA in 2 to 3 years when he'll only be 23 or 24 years old. Number 7 is Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton was a part of a big trade last year that sent all-star Domantas Sabonis to the Kings for second-year Haliburton and sharpshooter Buddy Hield. Many initially said the Pacers won the trade. Why would the Kings ever give up Haliburton? But fast forward almost a year to today, and I think both teams are happy with where they are as both teams are in playoff positions. Additionally, it looks like Haliburton and Sabonis will be all-stars this year in Utah. Haliburton is averaging career highs across the board with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1.8 steals a game, and has carried the Pacers to the 6th seed with a 23-18 record. Haliburton has drawn comparisons to the point guard Chris Paul, and for good reason. Haliburton should continue to blossom and be a top-tier point guard in the NBA for many years to come. My honorable mention is LaMelo Ball from the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo often gets overlooked for 2 reasons. 1, he's on the Charlotte Hornets, who have been irrelevant for most of my life, and 2, he's the son of LeVar Ball. If you look past those 2 points, then you'll see LaMelo Ball is the real deal and the best out of the 3 Ball brothers. LaMelo averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists last year, but this year he has topped that with 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. It's hard to predict what exactly LaMelo will look like in his prime after watching him for only 2 years on the tanking Hornets. But if 23, 5, and 9 is the floor, then he should be pretty good. For LaMelo to find success in the NBA, he may just need to leave Charlotte altogether. Well, those are my top 7 NBA players under the age of 25. Feel free to comment down below if you agree or disagree and who you would add instead. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.